what it seems. They tell me don't get caught up dreaming. Live inside reality, bro. Go and chase your dream. Been crucified, been strung on bed, done did a bid, murder ones, ducking beam. All these voices in my head make me won't scream. Shut the fuck up. Crossed out by my niggas, so my trust.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Culture Shift. I'm your host, Juice. Got my bros with me, G, Keys. What's up with y'all?
What they do?
Ain't shit. We missed last week. Moms was in town, but we back to it. And first one we're gonna kick off with is the Broncos and the Jets game. And um, I'm trying to figure out if, and maybe one of y'all can answer this, if this just more so like a bad game or a bad sign. But it's getting to the point where it seemed like Aaron Rodgers and Robert Saleh had a big disconnect. It seemed like Robert Saleh, he'll say one thing in the media, and Aaron Rodgers will come back behind him like, you know. Now, the Broncos just beat us last week. We just seen how crazy they looked the first 2 weeks of the game before they played the Bucks. And then to come out against the Jets. Just like Aaron Rodgers say, if the Jets, if any defense holds you, bruh, to 10 points, it's no reason why you should lose.
Right.
So, and then I looked at Brees Hall's stats, and
Terrible.
I'm just like, whoa,
Took the
the
man out.
man ain't do nothing. They ain't even give him a chance. So, in y'all minds, G, I'm gonna go with you with this one. Do you feel like this is more so a bad game or a bad sign?
I'm gonna go with it's a bad game and a bad sign because the way their offense looked Thursday night compared to how it looked yesterday, you might can factor in the weather, you might can factor in the defense that they played, but the offense looked like it runs kind of slow, and it's like Aaron Rodgers was saying, like the 5 false start penalties.
Yep.
I mean, he's saying they practiced those things, so it was never a problem then. So for Salah to come out and say, well, he needs to change the cadence, and then Aaron Rodgers saying, well, we never had these penalties before, that to me is the disconnect. And I believe there's more so going with the fact that Salah kind of wants, still trying to put his stamp on the team because he never really put his fingerprint on the locker room yet. And then now you got Aaron Rodgers who come in, and automatically guys are gonna, he's gonna get the ear of the people in the
Yeah, they
room.
gonna
He already
gravitate to him.
he even got his offensive coordinator. So you kind of feel like, okay, Salah, either you're gonna have to learn how to just be the manager of the team and realize that Aaron Rodgers is the person that's really running kind of the locker room, or you're gonna. I mean, I would just say I save it for later, but I think he's one of the ones on the hot seat. So
I knew what you was gonna say. I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about. See, that's the
Yeah.
difference between, and what I don't understand, and it's probably why Tampa was the only organization willing to go for Brady. You see, we handed everything over to him. There was no pushback. You didn't hear nothing about no issues until after we won that Super Bowl in 2021. When we came back, Bruce Arians and Brady, and obviously that came to light because Bruce Arians stepped down the year after. But everything was handed to Brady. Bruce Arians still sprinkled his shit in there because he was an offensive type, he's an offensive coach. But it's like, bro, get that shit to Aaron Rodgers. That's why you brought him here. If you brought him here, give it to him. My bad, Keith. Go ahead.
You good? Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna piggyback off of what G said because I was feeling the same sentiments. When you mentioned earlier that Aaron Rodgers and Robert Saleh don't seem to be on the same page, I peeped out a while ago, bro. Like, I feel like even like, was it last game or the game before the last when they tried to do the little awkward hug shit? Like, you feel me? And he like pushed away. Like in the media, they tried to clean it up and be like, "Oh, nah, we supposed to have a 10-point lead." But nah, bro, y'all don't really rock with each other like that. You don't really rock with that like that, bro. And on top of that, like you said, don't think Salah got the locker room like how Aaron Rodgers got the locker room nowadays. Like he was supposed to take control of that when Aaron was out. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't playing. He was supposed to have that locker room playing well. But I feel like they lost confidence when he couldn't even coach them to win games with Zach Wilson. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they've been lost confidence in him. And so it's to me that game was both like G said, it was a bad game and like bro, because you got to think about it. You have 5 penalties of false starts that cost you. You missed field goal, the game-winning field goal like that.
Right.
And not to say that Denver is a run over team. They do got a good secondary. You know what I'm saying? Pat Surtain ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? So I know he was gonna take Garrett Wilson out the game, and then Alan Lazard, he okay. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, what do you got besides Brees Hall? And you seen what he did. So really, it was like Aaron
Mike
Rodgers.
Williams come alive week by week. He come every
Right.
week. Every
Right.
week.
So it's like once you took Brees Hall out of the game, it's like what else do they have? They don't got their best receiver. He locked up, and then Brees Hall is like ain't doing much. And y'all over here hurting y'allself with self-inflicted penalties. So it was a bad game all around. Do I think Denver is as good as they've been playing the past 2 weeks? No. I just think they just caught 2 breaks. I don't know what happened in y'all game, bro. I don't know how they caught. But they just caught 2 breaks. They just got lucky twice. But yeah, it's definitely a bad game for the Jets.
But can we just say one thing though? One correction to what you said.
Yeah.
The Broncos didn't take Brees Hall out of the game. The Jets did. They pulled the Atlanta Falcons, Arthur Smith, and they just stuck Bijan out there and said, fuck it. He just out there. That's exactly what they did to Brees Hall. They stuck his ass out there and was like, fuck it. He not there. That's what they did. It wasn't the Broncos because they didn't get a man a chance.
And that go back to bad coaching, bro. Like, why not stick to your bread and butter? You know this your workhorse. Why not feed the man? You know what I'm saying? Let him win the game for you. But like Aaron said, if you hold the 10 to 10 points, you should be able to win that game. And they couldn't pull it out, bro. Like, for nothing in this world.
Bro. And they actually showed a stat. Aaron Rodgers, before this loss, he was 33-1. If I'm not mistaken, it was 33. I know it was 1. But if the wins, I think it was 33. When his defense holds them to less than, I think it was like 10 points or something like that. So, man, it's crazy. That shit blew me. I couldn't believe that game went like that.
Right.
That shit. But kudos to Sean Payton because after those first 2 games, I really thought he was a candidate to be on the hot seat. I'm not even gonna lie to you because he had like man, bro, he was looking so because offensively and defensively, it just looked like it wasn't coming together. But I mean, these last 2 weeks, man, they look pretty good, and especially Bo Nix, he looking pretty decent over there.
Yeah.
So, switching gears, this is kind of open up a question that G brought up actually. And in y'all heads, what coach do y'all feel like should be fired now that y'all feel like will eventually be fired? And I think my pick, it might actually shock y'all. It might not. It might, but it might not. I'm gonna let you take that, Keith, or G, whoever, which one of y'all want to go?
I think I'm gonna go with the Bears head coach, and it's like what his name is?
Eberflus?
Yeah, him, Matt Eberflus, bro. He need to go. Like, no, first and
They should have
foremost,
fired his ass last year.
what Justin Fields over there doing with the Steelers. Now I know they just lost, but he over there looking formidable for the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get the best out of your number 1 draft pick overall right now. And you got a high power offense. Your run game is terrible. Y'all had a good run game last game. That's the best y'all ever ran. Swift had like 93 yards and a touchdown, but that's the first time all season he done ran for over probably 40 yards in a game. You know what I'm saying? So you got weapons over there. I know Keenan Allen been hurt, but still, Roma Dunze and DJ Moore, those some solid weapons you got over there. Cole Kmet, even a solid tight end, and y'all can't win games. Something wrong. That
Swift
defense is,
just got unleashed.
you know what I'm saying? And that defense is respectable, bro. Like that defense over there ain't nothing to sniff at, bro. And so he need to be gone because like you not had too many chances, and you supposed to be a defensive minded coach, cool. But still, your offense is not clicking, and you not had too many chances to get it right, and you can't win games. You at the bottom of the division when we thought Minnesota was going to be at the bottom of the division with Sam Darnold, and they 4-0. So that go. Look, you have the Packers number 3, and they won 2 games with Malik Willis, bro. Like you looking bad in your division right now. So that's my pick for who should be gone.
I like that. G, where you going?
I want to hear your shocker first, and then I'm see if it matches.
I figured I did want to go first, but okay. So I'm gonna say the Eagles coach Nick Sirianni, and the reason I say that is because your team since the Super Bowl appearance, that team has looked completely different. And I know you lost some pieces like Fletcher Cox, Jason Kelsey, and it seemed like there's a big disconnect between Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni now, and you can see it, just like with Aaron Rodgers and Robert Saleh, with them kind of in the media. But this the first time, from my knowledge, from whatever I've seen, where Jalen Hurts kind of responded in the way he did, as far as insinuating that there's an issue with him and his coach, because the question was, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly what the question was, but it was more so about the dynamic between head coach and quarterback, knowing that y'all are the two that needs to be on the same page to go out and put whatever vision that y'all feel like y'all see or whatever the case may be on the field and produce. So for you to come out and say, after they're asking you, what can y'all do to be better, or have y'all talked about ways to change things or whatever the case may be, and it's more so like, I mean, we have our moments. So what you saying? Y'all talk here and there. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, you're not gonna do nothing with Jalen Hurts right now. It's too much to do with that contract.
Yeah.
You want to hope and pray that that wasn't an anomaly what happened. Now, I do believe that Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. I do believe that he's very talented, but I don't think that he's like a Lamar Jackson, where Lamar, he's not a good of a passer as Jalen Hurts, but his legs are dynamic. As you can see, he don't really have nothing around him as far as receivers. And I mean, he got a tight end that was pretty decent, but he's not nowhere to be seen now. My point is, Jalen Hurts, I feel like he does need the people like AJ Brown there, and things to kind of help him be as great as he need to be.
He's not Superman without his weapon.
Right. But and that's not to say that's not to knock Jalen, because like I said, man, he earned that money. But now here's the head coach. And it's like I said, you just signed Jalen. Y'all not finna do nothing with him. So at this point, y'all been railing since last year after y'all got off to that hot start. So this not something that just happened this year. And who's to say that y'all gonna turn things around? Because honestly, it don't look like it. And bringing in Saquon Barkley is not gonna cover up the issues. And if they keep going down the same route that they going right now, Barkley ass gonna be on the injury report, because he the only thing. He the only thing, just like the goddamn Giants. He's the only thing. Now, granted, I understand AJ Brown and Devontae Smith have missed time. I get it, but baby, y'all got to figure something else out. Got it. You was a top 5 tight end just as recent as a year and a half ago. So it's like y'all got to figure something out, because Barkley wasn't brought in there to cover up y'all issues. He was brought in there to take y'all ass back to the Super Bowl. So The only person that's outside of all of that is Nick Sirianni. And I feel like that's who they just need to go ahead and get rid of, because they're gonna do that anyway if the season don't go the way it's supposed to. My bad. I know that was long and drawn out, but
No, you good.
So to respond to that, I was gonna say he was my second choice because most of the things you said, but I do take into account that I think he was kind of the hot hire at the beginning, but to sum it up, I'll just say Hurts is not really the problem because Hurts is actually the same quarterback that Mahomes is right now.
mm,
If you go look at their
mm,
stats,
mm,
so even though, of course, Mahomes is a better quarterback, but if you go look at their stats, they got exactly the same stats, and the fact that, like you just said, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith being out changes the way their offense is gonna look anyway. So I
Correct.
knew yesterday it was gonna be a hard press to win that game without both of
I
them,
didn't think it was
regardless
gonna
of.
be like that, Joe G. I didn't think it
Well,
was gonna be like that. I
let's
didn't
put
think
it
it was
like
gonna be
this:
like that.
the defense hasn't been fixed either. So
Oh,
I don't know if that's gonna fall on Sirianni because of the coordinator he brought in. So if the
Mm,
defense isn't getting fixed, but I'll just say pump the brakes on that part. But I do agree that Sirianni is on the hot chair seat. But the hottest seat to me belongs to Doug Peterson because you're 0
ooh,
4.
Jacksonville.
You're 0 4. You evidently, because of that interview yesterday, you're ready to now start blaming the players
the players, yeah.
and taking it off of coaches. But you're saying you can come see me about it, but at the same time, you're saying, well, we're not the ones out there making the plays. So, I mean, I think he's a good coach, but I think at the same time, he doesn't have his locker room buttoned up, as they say, because Jacksonville's lost games that they probably should have won
Close.
had it been for a play here or there. And anytime it comes down to a play here and there, you call that coaching.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he can, you can say it's Trevor Lawrence being not worth the money that he's getting paid, but I mean, when you're 0-4 and you just don't even look like you are competent in some games, but then you're losing close games, it's like, okay, at some point they're going to cut bait because you can't see them just turning this around and making the playoffs anyway. And that's the expectation when you pay Trevor Lawrence that kind of money. So
Yeah.
to me, it's like you might as well get ready to start cutting bait on that and just trying to at least salvage Trevor Lawrence some way, somehow for next few years on that contract.
And it's not like they division tough either. Like
Yeah,
their division kind of weak, and
yeah,
you're not even in second place trying to really compete. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
You
So
competing with the Titans, who we
right,
know aren't even good. So
exactly.
hey, you know what they compete? They competing for the toilet bowl.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. That's what it looked like.
Bitch, bitch, I ain't finna be last. I be third. I be second from last.
yeah.
Hey,
I
but you
mean,
know, that's actually a good pick. And um what makes that even more is that I feel like he already done lost the locker room, because I don't know, for one, in the offseason, Shad Khan, after they paid Trevor Lawrence, he said that this is the best team that they done had. This the best Jacksonville team that they done had. Now, the other thing, why I say I feel like Doug Peterson lost the locker room, because I don't know what the hell that was going on, but Travis Etienne, like they, he was on the bench. He was on the bench, and it was almost like they was doing like a running back by committee type thing.
about a hot hand kind of thing. I mean, Bigsby was
Man, I
hot.
was
I
like,
give him that. Bigsby was hot. He was running. He was running the ball more
he
efficient.
was, he
But
was.
it's at the same time. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like when if ETN is your starter, and that's the same way I feel about Bijan and Brees. I don't see
Mm,
how you're taking them out to say we're gonna play the hot end. I mean,
exactly,
these are
exactly.
your stud running backs that you went first
Right,
round picks for. So you
right.
don't just take them out. Just say, well, they don't have it today. It's like,
There you go.
nah,
There you go. That's a great way of putting it. I just didn't think of that, but that's a great way of putting it. If you know you got a that's just like that's just like Shannon and Skip, bro. They, they used to argue, Skip
Shannon.
love him some Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon used to roast Baker Mayfield. So Shannon was like, and it's basically go to what you saying, G. Like, if you know you got a stud, you're not trying to spell no hot hand. You might try to find a way to get him some extra touches, but you're not finna just be like, yeah, we doing the running back committee today because this dude he got the hot hand. My point is, just like when they was arguing one day, Skip and Shannon about Baker Mayfield. Shannon was saying, if Baker Mayfield is who you said he was, why did the Browns go looking for Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
And Shannon was like, well, he's a generational talent, blah, 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 blah. And Shannon went back to, if he is who you say you is, you don't see the Chiefs looking for no Deshaun Watson. You don't see the Ravens trying to go get on Deshaun Watson. So that's my point. Like, if you know you got your guy, you ain't trying to, nah, bro. I got my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But so listen, real quick. This is a little fraud alert segment, real quick. I want to throw this in there. I got 3 teams, and I'm gonna just tell y'all now. Mine, I cheated a little bit, but I got 3 teams, and I want us to kind of tell who we feel like is the is the is the fraud team out of these 3 teams.
Okay.
I got the Steelers, the Commanders, and the Vikings.
Mm.
These are the 3 teams I got on there. Now, I told y'all I cheated, so I'm gonna say mine's quick. I cheated because if I go with Pittsburgh or the Vikings and I use the argument that I want to use, I'm a jinx Baker Mayfield. Because y'all know what I say. What Maya Angelou tell you, if they show you who you are, you believe them.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield showed me a whole few years how sorry he was. I don't want to talk about that. So I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to go with the Commanders because Jayden Daniels, this mother. Now, I'm going to give you credit, G, because earlier this year, when we was talking about Rookie of the Year, before the season even started, you said Jayden Daniels was your pick to be Rookie of the Year. He looked fucking good.
Sure.
And for him to look like that on the Commanders, who have been an absolute disgrace as an organization, man. But he a rookie, and at some point he finna hit that rookie wall, and he might look like Caleb Williams for a few games. So, like I said, I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna go with Jayden Daniels. I feel like he hot right now. They looking good. They just beat the shit out of the Cardinals 42-14. So, but that's gonna all come crashing down at some point. What you think?
I mean, those won't be the 3 teams I would have picked, but since you're gonna make me pick one of them, I'm gonna take the Steelers and that's only because I'm a default saying that the Commanders are gonna be. They might not be the 10-7 team or whatever, but I still think they're gonna be pretty good. They're gonna still show a pretty decent showing, and because I think Daniels is getting better, and I just say the front office in Washington is a whole lot different than that Dan Snyder regime. So I'm just doing process of elimination.
Yeah, that's
And I'm
true.
saying the Vikings gonna be all right because they have an offense that's really catered to just having a decent quarterback. As you can see, Sam Darnold looked just the same way Kirk Cousins looked
Kirk Cousins. Yep.
the whole year. So as you can
It's
see,
the
it
system.
must be the offense more so than it is
It's the
the
system.
quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah.
So long as you got a Justin Jefferson, and now you're seeing Addison and Naylor being able, and then they're gonna pick up Hawkinson in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
So, and that defense is playing out of his mind. So I would say, even though they might not, I mean, they're not gonna run a perfect season or anything, but I still think they're gonna be formidable enough to win games. So I only go to the Steelers because Fields is going to be kind of up and down still, I believe. I mean, I believe they're coaching him out of some of them bad habits he had in Chicago, but Pittsburgh never really has a dynamic offense, so they're going to be still kind of reliant on defense and running the ball. But playing in that division that they're in, you can see them losing some games here and there. So that's why, just out of process of elimination, I think Washington might have the worst record of the three, but I still think from what they were coming from, they're still going to be formidable enough to say, okay, this is still a good team, even if they go 9-7 or 8-9 or whatever, 9-8 or whatever the record may be. And like I say, Pittsburgh probably will have a chance at the playoffs, and I think Minnesota is still going to be just as good as their record is. Maybe they might go 11-6. That's what I'm looking at them going. Because their schedule after a couple of tough games, their schedule is
They
not
only got
that
like
tough.
tough games, three tough games. That's it.
They could be somewhere from like 8-2 or something like that after 10 games.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're like, okay. Yeah.
They play a bunch of
Brian Flores got that defense on.
And there you go.
Going dummy right now.
There you go.
So all right, first and foremost, you said which team is the fraud. So to me, I'm gonna ask this question first. First, what was our expectations of these three teams? Because to me, I'm not gonna pick Pittsburgh because Mike Tomlin always gonna have that team 9-8. It don't matter what team he got, what quarterback he got. So my expectations of them is they're gonna be in the wild card, right there, above 500. So I still think they're gonna be able to do that with Justin Fields. So they're not a fraud to me. Minnesota, I don't know if Sam Darnold is running on a high right now, or because I got reserves about Sam Darnold. I feel like he gonna crash at some point and turn into old Sam Darnold at some point. Right now he balling, and the system look real good with him, but that defense is really keeping him in games until last game, until the fourth quarter. They gave up like 29 points or whatever, but still. So him, I don't know yet, but I won't pick him over the Commanders. So the Commanders will be the frauds to me. But like you said, bro, it's hard to say that when Jayden Daniels looked so good on the field. But at the same time, we know Cliff Kingsbury is a good college system running coach, bro. Like, offensively, that's what he do. And if you just came from college and I got a young quarterback who understands their system, we finna run it. It's only a matter of time before teams catch on to what's going on. They finna take all that away. Then he gonna struggle again. But at the same time, he beat up on a Cincinnati team that's really like going through their woes right now. So I mean, I don't really give him credit for that one. That's a team that you're supposed to beat up.
Cincinnati, the better team. I give him credit for it.
But look though, like they didn't really play like how they should have played, bro. And
that's
to me,
their fault. That's just like us. We played down to the Broncos and they whooped our ass.
That don't mean okay, but that don't mean Denver better than y'all, right? So I don't think
exactly.
I don't know. They haven't played real like contender teams to me, so they'll be the ones that get figured out mid-season. You know what I'm saying? And they'll start falling down. But
all I know is Jayden Daniels do not have a Jamar Chase. He might got a T. Higgins, but he ain't got no Jamar Chase.
Yeah, but I would give Scary Terry a little more credit than that. He respectable.
No.
He said T.
He ain't. That's thank you, G. Thank you, G.
Yeah.
Thank you. He ain't Jamar Chase.
I care about T. Higgins, yo.
Yeah, I get he about T. Higgins. You feel me? Okay. That's what I was saying. Yeah, he about a T. Higgins.
I get
you. Yeah, I fought with him. I fought with Scary Terry, man. But what he doing is that shit. I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect that either. And I honestly, I didn't expect him to even ball like this in his rookie season, like the way he doing. I really thought he was going to be out there taking hits like he was at LSU, like getting cramped, bro. I really thought that. But he out here showing me different, and it's such a crazy dynamic watching him play versus watching Caleb play right now. And it's just like, bro, you look like you was prepared for this. Caleb looked like he's still learning and trying to figure out football, bro. Like
it's like Caleb living off the hype.
Yes, exactly, bro. Exactly. So I'm still trying to see so much from Caleb. I'm seeing Jayden Daniels make throws that I'm like, bro, how he found this window, how he found this dude, how he anticipated this throw, and then I see Caleb Williams overthrow Keenan Allen, and I'm like, bro, you was the #1 pick, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Bruh, let me tell y'all what I loved about Jayden, bruh. Last week, I forgot who the Commanders played last week. Was it Cincy
Cincinnati.
last week?
Yeah, it was Cincinnati last.
G, I think I text you last week. If I'm not mistaken, it was last week, and I text you and I said I see what I see what you talking about with Jayden Daniels. He overthrew Scary Terry,
He did
and you could tell he was frustrated.
right,
He
but
was
very
frustrated.
very next drive,
Listen though, he went up to him on the sideline. I got you. Like talking to him, hey, I got you. I got you
yeah,
next time, bro. And he did that shit, and the motherfucking ball looked so good. Like, and maybe it is because I'm comparing him to Caleb Williams and Caleb going #1 overall, but bruh, just everything with the Commanders is just shocking me what he's been doing.
yeah.
But that's gonna lead into my next question. As we was talking about earlier, the Commanders beat the Cards 42-14. Is Jayden Daniels right now the best quarterback in his division in the NFC East with Dak, Daniel Jones, and Jalen Hurts? Not body of work, just right now.
I'm gonna still go with Dak. I'm gonna still go with Dak simply because I feel like Dak is doing the most that he can with what he got, and all he got is CD Lamb, and that's it, bro. Like that's it. He don't and Ferguson from time to time, sure, but you don't got no run game. At least Jayden Daniels got Brian Robinson back there. You know what I'm saying? Even they backup scored 2 touchdowns last game or whatever. But you got Scary Terry, you got Zach Ertz who help you a little bit. You got Noah Brown a little bit who be helping you. But all Dak got is CD Lamb. That's it. He don't even got Lawrence on the D line and Michael Parsons on the D line for the next 3-4 weeks, however long, because both of them finna be out. So you really just got Dak and CD Lamb. That's it.
So let me
So
ask you a question
yeah,
before you finish. You saying Dak only got CD Lamb.
that's it.
Dak got Jake Ferguson too.
I said first.
And but that same argument that you saying with Dak, it relates to Jay too. He only got Terry McLaurin.
Got Robinson though. Dak don't got no
Okay,
Robinson.
he got Robinson in the backfield.
He
But
got okay. No, would you take Noah Brown over Brandon Cooks?
yeah, I would. No, I wouldn't. I
I
wouldn't.
would,
No, I
right
wouldn't.
now.
I wouldn't. I
Jalen
wouldn't.
Tolbert, you would take Noah Brown over Jalen Tolbert. You crazy. I would take Noah Brown over either one.
I'm just playing. I take Noah over Jalen Turbot, but not over Brandon Cook.
Brandon Cooks is he a one trick pony. Throw it deep to me, and that's pretty much it. Like
Don't do him
that's
like that.
that's all I see from Brandon Cooks. That's the only plays I ever see Brandon Cooks make. But
That's the only way they use him.
okay. But do something else then. If you that capable, show what.
Shit, he can't call his own play. His ass gonna be off a team.
But all I'm saying is, I feel like Dak he's just that much better than Jayden
Right now. Wow. G, what's up with you?
I mean, you know how much I love JD5, but I'm not gonna disrespect the old heads throwing a person who's been in the league for 4 games to say that they're better than one person who was an MVP candidate before he got hurt.
We're not talking
And
about body of
then,
work.
Right now.
we talk, but that's when, but see, okay, stop what you're saying. Listen what you're saying. In 4 games, you're telling me a rookie is better than 2 veteran quarterbacks. That's just like, that's right now you can say he's better than Mahomes because Mahomes doesn't look like him. So would you say that he's better than Mahomes based on 4 games? And I
He
wouldn't.
playing
So that's why
better.
I'm
We
saying
can say that
I'm
then.
not. We can say that. We can say he's playing better at this time. I'll give him that. But I won't just say he's the best quarterback because 4 games I haven't seen the best of him. You know what? This is when I know if JD5 is the best. The next few games he got the Browns, the Ravens, the Bears, the Steelers, and the Saints defense. If he looks decent in those games there,
So
then
3-2.
we can have that conversation.
Yeah.
But like you said, you played the Cardinals, the Giants,
and Cincinnati,
and played Tampa defense first game. He was shell shocked as a rookie.
Right.
So, I mean, you're saying the last 3 games he hasn't really played stellar defenses. So, I give him credit because I can see the maturity and the growth in him. But like I said, I'm not gonna discredit 2 MVP running quarterbacks to say he's better than them. He's the best quarterback in the division because I don't know that after 4 games.
What you got?
So before I get mine, Keith, I just want to say, Jayden, he ain't got no CD Lamb. But anyway, my pick.
They got more weapons on the Commanders than they do in Dallas, bro. You're not gonna admit that? Would you take Zeke?
I don't know, cause CD Lamb it's like 2 people in one.
It's not, bro. It's one person.
Yeah, CD Lamb like 2 people.
They got a decent defense, right? Dallas defense ain't nothing without Lawrence and Michael Parsons. We can say that right now, right?
Shit, it ain't nothing with them. This shit, they get ran on.
So let's say both of them equal, right? We can say that both of their defenses equal. Would you take Zeke over Brian Robinson?
No.
No. All right. Take Jake Ferguson. You'll take him over Zach Ertz. They got a committee.
If he's healthy, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No question.
Cool. And you gonna take CD over Terry McLaurin for sure. But you're not taking Noah Brown. Legitly taking Noah Brown over Brandon Cooks. You could combine both of them. They still gonna give you the same production as Noah Brown, bro. They trash. So you can't say that. At least he got a run game that can help him. Dak ain't got no run game. You got Zeke running and Cabo saying all over again over there. So
they gave him Eckler too.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm gonna go with I'm gonna be mine simple. I'm going with Jalen Hurts right now, and because I'm with you, G, on the as far as it being 4 games here, Ricky, whatever the case may be. But mine's a little deeper. Like outside of Jayden Daniels, Daniel Jones, that's just Daniel Jones. So it's nothing to say. So really, I'm comparing it to Dak, and Dak has CD Lamb. Jalen Hurts has not had. I mean, outside of Barkley, he hasn't had his full crop of weapons to really go out there and do his thing. Outside of the first game, I believe the first game he did have them, but to be honest, even though Jalen, the only thing I say about him that I don't too much like is it does seem like he's turning the ball over a little bit more. So I will, but I feel like it's because he's trying to do more or he's trying to like force shit at certain times. I don't necessarily feel like it's because he's just simply out there just making a mistake or he's reading something the wrong way. But that's who I like right now, man. Jalen right now. I damn sure wasn't finna pick Dak ass. You see, I got him off my fantasy team ASAP. Get off. Get the fuck off.
Job too.
G funny, but he makes sure he make his little comments, but
come on. Dak for Lamar, we ain't gonna even go into that. Let's talk about Lamar then, because I don't even want to talk more about that.
Gee, man. Hey.
So to get this correct, you pick either one of the veterans over the rookie, right?
Yeah, I pick Jalen.
No, G, you pick either one of the veterans over JD.
I think he went with. Yeah, wait. I mean, who did you go with?
Yeah. I took both.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm saying Hurts and Dak first and second. I mean,
got you.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all a question. The Chargers, I think they're gonna be a tough team. Just how they play with running the ball and that defense. Then too.
You think they're gonna be a tough team this year?
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna like I'm not saying they're gonna compete for a Super Bowl because I don't think that, but I just think that yeah, because you can see it. You can see it. It's almost like they because they don't have all the talent no more that they had on that offensive side.
Right.
But them motherfuckers going out there and competing. You get
Right.
what I'm saying? It's like Harbaugh got their ass playing. So in Mahomes, he was looking unsuperhuman. He was looking not super, not like he wasn't Superman. It looked like all his powers got zapped. And his ass was, obviously he still once again found a way to win. But now my question is though, outside of the Chiefs and Chargers game, which wasn't much of a game, it was very boring. But as we all know, the Chiefs are trying to three-peat, and they possibly have lost Rashee Rice because Mahomes may have tore that man ACL. So last year, when they didn't have the receivers, when they didn't have the weapons, Rashee Rice was the one that kind of broke out and said, "Hey, you can trust me. I'll be that other person that you can rely on outside of Travis Kelce." And we saw what that did as the year progressed. Now, going into this year, you kind of see Travis Kelce kind of not fell off, but Rice saw the uptick in targets and everything like that. So now with Rice potentially gone, if he is gone for the year, do you think that they could still three-peat outside, barring they went and got somebody like that could really change the game? Like I hear names like DeAndre Hopkins. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know how much he got left that he would come in and like just take them over the top. But I did hear somebody like a Christian Kirk, or something like that. So I do like that. But if they without Rice, I don't know. You feel like they could three-peat?
Well, for me, I would say the Rice injury hurts. I mean, especially if it's season ending. I mean, I've heard, it could be regular season or just could be season. I mean, if it's ACL tear, I would think it's the whole season, but we'll just go with what they're saying. So I think that what it's going to do is it's going to change the projection that they're going to have on Kelce, because I think they were scaling back Kelce more so in the regular season to kind of uptick him up in the, because you saw that kind of in the playoffs where
So you think that was on
Rice,
purpose? Okay.
Yeah, I think Rice was getting more of the second half catches last year, and then the playoffs, as you can see, it became both of them kind of getting majority of the reception. But to your point, I would say that it's gonna hurt. Now, I would say it does contend on if they're gonna go get someone like Hopkins, or I even heard Amari Cooper might be
I saw that, yeah.
outside chance. Now, of course, most of the fans are trying to root for Devontae Adams, but that would take a miracle and a half. So I'm not going to put that. But I will say that because of the way they won last year, I think it only decreases their chance. I still think they're the favorite, because I think with Mahomes getting into the playoffs, he's always going to be the X factor. So therefore, it only, because I think they were far and above everybody right now this year because of the injuries with the 49ers and the Eagles, and with, I want to say it the Keys, but I'm going to say it, his Texans and his Lions being still feeling out this year, not really playing that, like they were at the end of last year.
Yeah.
I would say that they were far and above, and even with the Vikings being, who they were, in the Bills and stuff like that, I still think that they were just far and above. But I think it just brought them back closer to the pack now, and that they're going to have to change kind of their identity if Rice is gone and they don't bring in like a decent replacement. But I still think they are still the front runner. So it's up to whether or not people are going to get healthy before playoff time, or whether or not they just don't have the same steam that they had at the beginning of the season.
So I believe in them, and for two reasons, and these two reasons kind of go contradict each other. A, I believe in Andy Reid as a coach. And regardless of what he got, you seen the team he drug to the Super Bowl last year. It wasn't the best receiving core, and they got there and they won that. You feel me? So that's that. And B, the rest would be cheating for the Chiefs, bro. I can't lie, bro. The rest would be cheating for them, bro. They were
They
supposed to
don't never
lose to
see no pass
Cincinnati.
interference. The
Nah,
only
you see
person they
what I'm
didn't
saying?
cheat for Mahomes for was Brady.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Because they were still cheating film, but
Well,
still,
no, because
but
remember the Eagles,
still.
he lost
So
the Eagles game last year because of the same thing. Now, so come on, it ain't
yeah,
like
yeah,
they don't just cheat for him and let him win. So come on.
right.
Yeah, they be
Yeah, that's
cheating.
true.
They be cheating.
But
They
for the
get
most part,
fatigued. They get fatigued. They get tired of seeing them. That's all. They gotta let other
bro.
teams get in there. The Bengals, some other little teams here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But on a real note, though, yeah, I believe in Andy Reid. I feel like he can coach. He can drop a scheme for. I feel like you know what I'm saying. Juju Smith-Schuster going to start to get a higher role. Of course, Xavier Worthy finna get more role, more touches. Like G said, Kelsey definitely finna come alive all of a sudden because they were trying to preserve him for the postseason. But I believe in Andy Reid as a coach, and when you're a good coach, you can scheme people open. You had Kadarius Toney last year, and who else they had? They had
Sky Moore. And,
yeah, bro. Like, come on now, and they still end up getting to the playoffs and winning the Super Bowl. I
yeah.
believe in them. I think they'll be okay. Do I agree with what G said as far as them being closer to the pack? Yes, but they still at the top to me. They still the cream of the crop. So I believe in Andy Reid for sure.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see as the season progresses, but we're gonna see if I know if I was Rasheed Rice, I'm calling Mahomes right now, bro. Hey, you owe me a bag. You owe me a bag, bro. You told my
And he got legal
motherfucker,
troubles too.
hey, bro.
Yeah,
You owe me a bag, bro. But this next game we're gonna talk about is who I think is actually the best team in the league right now, and that's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills game. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. I hate this fantasy related. I hate when I got two quarterbacks that's going against each other because
yeah,
it don't work. It don't go. It don't never be good.
nah,
The last time I had Tua and Josh Allen going against each other, I think it was a Thursday night game just recently, and we
Mm-hmm.
saw what happened. Tua didn't even finish the game.
mm-hmm.
That's the first thing. The other thing, wait, I think that's the game. That's the game that he hit. Yeah, because he hit Damar Hamlin. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
finish the game. And Josh Allen, they didn't need him. They ran the ball all day. So I got 8 points from Allen, 6 points from Tua.
Yeah,
Now last night, I got 25 from Lamar, 6 from Josh.
yeah.
I mean, bruh, this shit don't make no sense. But
I
anyway,
told you.
I thought this was gonna be a shootout game. I thought this was gonna be like I really did thought this was gonna be one of those high scoring games. But and this is one of the reasons why I say I feel like Baltimore is the best team in the league because defensively they still stout, they still good. But I feel like now those first two games where they went on 2, I feel like they was trying to figure out how can we what is our identity now that we got Derrick
That
Henry?
came. Yeah,
And I feel like they figured that out. I feel like that was not completely though. I don't want to say they completely figured it out because I think that was part of the Bills too. You know, they got injuries on that defense. So and I think that had something to do with it. But I feel like they finally said, and Lamar kind of alluded to it. He talked about it in a tweet where he was at where I guess fans was mad because he didn't meet the props. for them so that they could win. And he was basically saying, like, bruh, I don't care about none of them stats. If I throw for 300 yards and we lose, I'm going to have an attitude. If I throw for 50 yards and we win, and you see, they fed Derrick Henry. They fed him and fed him and fed him.
Yep.
And I feel like that's what was the missing thing of their offense, trying to figure out how does he fit in. And they unleashed his ass against the Buffalo Bills. That's a formidable team. And everything Josh has been able to do with that offense since Steph been gone, and to come to Baltimore and only be able to get 10 points, the first time since 2021 where you haven't thrown or rushed for a touchdown. Yeah. So I think it's just a bad game for the Bills, though. I think they'll bounce back, but Baltimore, they up there. They up there. What y'all thought about it, though?
Good.
I mean, I think the Ravens did what the Ravens have done, and that is if they can get a lead, they're going to run the ball like that. But I don't see them getting leads like that on every team, so that's why I'm not going to say they're the best. I will say they are formidable because of that running game and that defense, but Buffalo had a bunch of miscues too, so I don't know how much I can really count that as Baltimore defense because they had drops. I mean, the score could have easily been closer in the first half, and then you would see if Baltimore could then just run the ball as they were. Now, I will give them credit. The offensive line is playing better, and they are, playing with that kind of edge that they can run the ball. But as I stated, I mean, playing against Dallas defense and, like I said, playing at home yesterday, I think that was a big advantage to them because, like I said, that previous game against the Raiders, they showed none of that. So it's a good, I would say it's a good thing. It's a good trend that they're doing. I would just say I just need to see more of it before I can just say they are where they need to be with.
Okay. So I ain't watched this game. I just watched like the stats from this game. I was keeping up on it on fantasy, but I know Derrick Henry had a game. But I told Mark a couple weeks ago, Baltimore got the best defense in the league, bro. And I believe that. I don't think they're the best team in the league, but I think they got the best defense in the league.
They the best.
And okay, that's how you feel. But I didn't think it was gonna be a high scoring game. I thought this game was gonna be a lot closer than what it was, though. I thought with Josh being able to spread the ball around and show that he's been able to spread the ball around these past two games, I thought at least it would have been like maybe a 20-21 kind of game. I didn't see him spread the ball around as much as he needed to, as far as like his main target, Khalil Shakur, who is solid, you know what I'm saying? But you need more out of the other two as far as Keon Coleman. Who else you got? I know you got like Curtis Samuel and James Cook.
And
You know what I'm
Curtis
saying?
Samuel was your big signing.
Right, which I don't know why they expected a lot from him, but whatever. But yeah, I thought the game would have been more neck and neck. I thought it would have came down to the wire. I didn't see Baltimore running away with it like they did, but it just goes to show, like, man, it's a lot to be seen with that offense against a good defense in Buffalo. As far as Lamar goes, I think that, like you said, Mike, they finally kind of cracked the code as what they want to do with Derrick Henry. I still don't trust their pass game a lot because it's really more like Zay Flowers. They still ain't got Mark Andrews involved as much. You know what I'm saying? They still ain't using
And I
him,
don't
but I don't know.
understand that.
I don't either, and I don't know if they trying to like transition to Isaiah Likely more instead of him. Like I don't know
That
what's
don't make
going
no
on.
sense
But
I
at
don't know what it
all.
is, but that
Andrews
would
is not himself either, though. If you
yeah.
look at it,
So
Like he
he's
that's
not
hurt.
himself.
that he's.
He just
I don't think he's hurt, but I don't think he's fully 100% after that last injury. He's
yeah
not the same Mark Andrews.
yeah he's not.
You
So
damn right he not.
yeah, but I mean, none of the tight ends really playing up to par
That
this
is
season.
true, G.
So
It's like ain't no tight ends
none of the tight
balling
ends.
right now, G.
So,
None.
but yeah, like I'm surprised that they blew them out that bad. I thought it was gonna be a close game, but I'm glad Lamar took care of business. Derrick Henry did show flashes of old Derrick Henry finally. You know what I'm saying? Because at least I was thinking like this man really looking like he on the decline. Like I thought he was gonna be like, all right, cool. This gonna probably be like in the next year or two, he was gonna be out of the league or something like that, or transition to a backup role because he was not looking good. But this game showed me otherwise.
Guess we're gonna see how all that turned out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't never be right with no picks any damn way, so my opinions like assholes. Hey, so Vikings and the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, and this was Jordan Love's first game back. Didn't look too good. Um, he gave his team a chance towards the end a little bit. Was trying to come back, but man, I swear the Vikings they seem to just keep surprising me every game. And I think one of the biggest surprises to me is either it's a big surprise to me. I just ain't pay attention enough when he was in Green Bay and Aaron Jones. I mean I know he was good, but gee, you know how I be like with just certain players that I just don't. I just
It was
I know
because
they
he was.
good, but
It was
so
because he was hurt
Aaron,
all the time.
yeah, I mean I know he was injured, like, but and I know Skip, he used to always say, man, Aaron, that's the real Aaron over there. You know, because Aaron Jones and Aaron Rodgers. He used to say
Yeah,
Aaron Jones was actually the MVP of that team, not Aaron Rodgers. But he a surprise for me. Either he's a surprise or Alexander Madison just looked horrible in that offense last year, the past couple years. 'Cause, I mean, Alexander Madison, but that man get 20 touches and have 25 yards.
yeah,
So, but although he is looking a little bit decent over there, I think he's with Las Vegas now,
yeah.
the Raiders, if I'm not
Yeah, okay.
mistaken. Yeah, he looking pretty decent over there. But but I liked it. I didn't know what they expect when Sam Darnold became the quarterback, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna sit here and say anybody else expected Sam Darnold to be doing what he's doing right now. Like
Absolutely not.
he's looking, it's almost looking just like with Baker, even though that's not his team. You know, Baker was given the team last year, see what he can do. And, you know, he's shown that as long as you know, and that's the thing too. Like the Bucks, they tailored the offense and everything kind of to Baker. Man, the Vikings ain't had no time to do that. Shit, JJ McCarthy was going to be their quarterback. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But coaching and obviously the players that he got. I mean, it's not like he's playing with scrubs, but still, you know what I'm saying? We see what's going over there in Miami with Tua being out and Tyreek Hill and Jalen Water. They can't they can't get the ball. They can't even get the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I know at some point they're gonna I don't I don't think they're gonna win as many games as G thinks, because I think you said what, like 10 games maybe? You can kind of see them winning 10 games or something like that, you said?
I can see it.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a lot,
I can see
man.
it.
So I don't know. But right now they playing good, especially on the defensive side of the ball, man. Brian Flores, he looked like all of the bullshit that he's going through right now with this coaching shit that he didn't get, the suing the league. He putting all his anger into that defense, and they taking it out on every damn offense they go against.
Yeah.
But
Go, go ahead, G.
Well, I mean, nobody could foresee Darnold playing this good, but I will say that he got a good rapport when he was in San Francisco last year, and they were just saying that he looked like a different quarterback. And I mean, quietly kept. Think about the two organizations that he looked horrible at: the Jets and the Panthers. So as of right now, they haven't made a quarterback look good in the last 10, 15 years. So
mhm.
we could blame them for the way Darnold has looked, and the fact that, like I said, he seems to be in a system that it produced the numbers that Kirk Cousins did, and now you're seeing the same numbers out of Darnold. So that may go hand in hand. And like you said, Brian Flores has proven that I believe he should get another chance at a head coaching job based upon
Me
just
too.
how he makes
Yep.
his defense look. And I think too, I believe he's probably grown from that whole Tua situation where, he may have been a little immature at the time. Like you said, it was his first job. He didn't really, know how to really step into it like a man. But I think now he's grown from that. So, and like I said, I mean, I just think that based upon their schedule as well, I think they have a good shot at 11-6 and making the playoffs. So.
All right, so this was my takeaway from the game, and I'm gonna give credit to Brian Flores because I feel like he has been showing like exotic defenses. He has been calling a hell of a game, but at the same time, to me, this game showed me that Minnesota can be beat, bro. And the reason why I'm saying that is because how you give up 29 points and 27 points.
Let me pause you before you say that.
Go ahead.
Georgia did the same thing with Alabama, and as you can tell, most teams when they go up that big, they don't play the same scheme. But I'll let you go on with that.
I 100% agree. But the good teams know when not to take their foot off their neck. You know what I'm saying? The good teams know when not to do that. I.e., Atlanta and Patriots in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? When you good, run the damn ball. You feel me? Run the damn ball. You got to lead like that in the fourth quarter. Run the damn ball. But anyways, so it showed me that they can be beat. Simply because, hey, you got a banged up Jordan Love coming back. And this was a turnover heavy. I don't know if y'all seen the game, but this was a turnover heavy game. It was
I
like
watched it.
It was like 4 picks and 4 or 5 picks in this game. You know what I'm saying? They both was turning the ball over. Sam Darnold was showing his head where, you know what I'm saying, he was throwing picks. He was showing his true self again. But at the same time, on the contrary to that, like G said, because you took my point, it goes back to what system you in coaching, how coaching is very much important. Look at Sean McVay. I mean, not Sean McVay. Callahan, the 49ers head coach. Kyle Shanahan. His system and how he had a carousel of quarterbacks over there. He had Jimmy looking good. He had CJ Bedford at one point looking good. He had Sam Darnold looking good. And now you got Brock Purdy over there looking good. So the system over there is catered for a successful quarterback. Now look at what Sam Darnold is working with in Minnesota. They had Kirk Cousins. He was looking decent over there, and now they got him over there looking decent. So compared to where he was in Carolina, terrible organization, terrible coaching. They don't know what they're doing. Their system don't work. And you see the difference in culture and coaching with those two organizations. So that's why he looked good over there, because he got good coaches and a good squad behind him. But like I said, it showed me that they can be beat. I really feel like if Jordan Love was healthy, they would have won that game. Aaron Jones went off because he going against his former team. It was a revenge game for him. He was like, yeah, I got to show them why they shouldn't have let me go. You feel me? So that's why he went off. I knew he was going to have a big game. But I honestly feel like Minnesota going to lose this Sunday, especially with them going against the Jets and Aaron Rodgers just coming off a loss like that. I feel like Aaron Rodgers
they better lose. The Jets better win.
I feel like Aaron Rodgers going to go out there and try to like hang 30 plus on them. Like, and this going to be the game I feel like they going to lose. So, but like G said, bro, they play like Carolina, the Browns, Vegas, I think. They play teams like that for like the rest of the season. They play the Jets, they play Seahawks, and they play us twice. That's the only like decent games they got. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they play a bunch of cupcakes, bro. Like, they don't have no top tier teams that they playing. So I see them winning 10, 11 games for sure.
Nah, I was thinking about JJ and Sauce going up against each other. Man, who I play next week?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's gonna be a matchup right there, boy.
He should have played them this week when I played the damn Monstars.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry. My quarterback gonna be on the bye, so
I play you? Oh shit. This
What you
gonna be
got
the
Stafford
game
on
that
your bench, don't you?
I traded him to
No, I'm
Boost.
talking about G. Don't G. Who your backup quarterback? Oh hell, you might. Yeah, you
Exactly.
might win that week.
Exactly.
Y'all crazy. Hey, who y'all MVP is right now? 4 games into the season. Who y'all MVP?
Shit, that's hard, bro. That's hard. I'm
Well,
gonna be
listen,
biased.
mine's simple.
Go ahead.
Mine's simple. And I didn't change my actual MVP pick, but I did want to give an honorable mention because you made me give a little extra thought to it. And that's Baker Mayfield. Honorable mention. Listen, bro. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. Baker looked like ass when he played for the Browns. Outside that 1 year when he led them to the playoffs.
Yeah, one of them playoff games.
The Panthers, he was all right with the Rams. That one game that he started quick after they picked him up from waivers and he won the game. But on some real shit, no bias. Baker Mayfield has looked like a completely different quarterback. He looks competent. He lead, bruh. I can't stress this enough. I was watching this game, dog, when we was playing the Eagles, and he cooking Slay, bro. He cooking them. And when he threw that touchdown, not to Mike Evans, when he threw that touchdown to Palmer,
Yeah.
man, I say, boy, he for real. Because the what, bro, that ain't no pitch and catch. That ain't that Mike Evans touchdown. Mike Evans had room on him. Slay was on this man, all over him. He could have easily picked that ball, knocked it down, whatever. And he got
Right in
down,
the bucket.
squeezed that. I'm like the shit that he do, bro. When we played y'all, bro, him running,
Yeah.
like man, it's like we got a whole different Baker Mayfield. Even from the one from last year, it looked like this year he more hungry, and that was my
Yeah.
biggest concern. How is you gonna be once you get this money,
Right.
bro? He keep playing like this. That $100 million a bargain.
Oh, it been a bargain.
Bargain.
It been a bargain.
Shit, nah, I wasn't paying him more than that. I was mad they gave him $100 million off of that 1 year. But that's
That's
just my honorable mention because I just want to show some love to Baker because if you bruh, man, he look completely different for if night and day. But my
now.
actual
Let me
pick though,
ask you. Wait. Let me ask you. Is Todd Bowles off the hot seat?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right. That's all I want to know.
yeah. I mean he went, yeah, he was kind of on the hot seat to me. I was mad at his ass, yeah, yeah. But yeah, he off that bitch though, cause the way he got that defense playing,
Mm-hmm. Legit.
what? Boy, our defense legit, boy. And
Legit.
then what I really like, this is why I miss Devin White because that was our blitzing linebacker. We didn't have no linebacker that could blitz like Devin White.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had Levante that can cover your top tight end.
Yep.
He can cover him. Man, they was blitzing the hell out of him with Levante David yesterday. I was like, okay, unleash his old ass. Strip sack. I say, man, yes sir, boy. We got Vita Vale back. He was clogging up the lane. Man, yeah. Cause our run defense always been straight. It's always been that pass defense.
Man, who your
But
MVP?
Mahomes, that's my MVP right now. And because I kind of cheated with him too, because he undefeated right now. And they just keep finding ways to win despite what go on, despite how he play. In the end, he found a way to win the game. And until otherwise, that's my MVP right now.
Who you got?
I told him I wasn't gonna give it to Mahomes because he hadn't done anything, even though
Right.
for them to be 4-0. So I mean, and I don't want to give it to a team just because they got the best record, but I mean, honestly, I got 3 tiers, but I just say my tier 1 is Darnold, Daniels, and Mayfield, and I think Darnold is leading right now because he's leading the league. I mean, he's leading in touchdown passes, and I would say Daniels is more the efficient one. But I give Mayfield the credit. He looked good in all their games except the Denver game, and he's the reason why they're winning those games. So that's how I leave it like that.
All right, so me, honestly, I can't even pick an MVP right now. I still got it's much to be seen to me. I still ain't seen enough from Patrick Mahomes to pick him. I still ain't seen enough from Lamar to pick him. I ain't seen enough from no other real quarterback to pick them. Jayden Daniels, yeah, rookie candidate for rookie of the year, sure, absolutely. But if I'm gonna have to pick somebody, I'm gonna be biased, and I know it's a quarterback award, but I'm not gonna pick a quarterback. I'm gonna say Aiden Hutchinson because he's been having unrealistic games as far as like multiple sack games. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll at least be defensive player of the year, and we're gonna see tonight how many times he blitzed Gino into the dirt. Cause they ain't even got they starting right tackle or whatever. I think they got their third string in, and he finna eat on him. So, but I can't pick nobody right now as far as MVP. Everybody playing pretty much on the same level, if not a notch or two above each other to me.
All right. So we're gonna end this with these predictions for the night. Keith, who you like tonight, man? Titans, Dolphins.
Well, they got Huntley starting, I think, for Miami, and I think he gonna actually do good in this offense. So I got Miami, but not by much. I think they win by like 3, maybe like 23 to 3, 20, 23 to 20, something like that. And then we always lose to the Seahawks, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want my boys to win, but I'm prepared for us to lose this game. It'll be like a high scoring game or a low scoring close game, one or the other. Like we're gonna lose by like 2 points or something. So Seahawks probably gonna win tonight.
Well, I hate this Titans Dolphins game because I got two options where I don't know what the hell I'm gonna get out of my quarterback for the Dolphins, and I don't know what dumb shit Will Levis gonna do. So I think that's why I would be so tuned in just to see if Will Levis pull off one of those dumb interception throws that he did the
He beat
past
them
2 weeks.
last year.
Hmm?
He beat them last year with 2.
Yeah, he wasn't doing that dumb shit that he started off doing this year.
Yeah,
But nah, man. On a serious note, that Titans Dolphins game, I hate that game, man, because
it's a terrible game. It's gonna be hard to
yeah,
watch.
man. It's because of the situation. I think it's a terrible game.
Yeah.
But I'll be tuned in. Um, I don't expect much. 14-13.
Okay.
Um,
Miami.
and I think the Dolphins, and I only say that because of their skill position.
Right.
That's it. That's the only reason I give it to them.
Right.
If Huntley can get them the ball, but Seahawks Lions, I'm leaning towards the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
21-17.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm piggyback off you with that Titans and Dolphins game because I think last year it was the same game and the Dolphins should have won, but they did something stupid to kind of let the Titans win. And for some
Yep.
reason, the Titans always win these kind of games like this. I think they beat Buffalo a couple of years ago,
Yep.
same kind of Monday night kind of
Yeah.
game. So I'm just ride with the wave of them magically playing good. I'm gonna say it's low scoring though. I'm gonna go with a 13-10 kind of game because I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what Huntley's gonna bring. I mean, I know he's a decent backup, but I just don't know what he's gonna bring because some of those games with Baltimore, he still lost.
Mm-hmm.
They probably should have won. And then, of course, with the Lions and Seahawks, this is kind of rematch from last year's shootout. And for whatever reason, like you said, like Seahawks always kind of play them
Every single time, bro.
to the test, and they always put up big numbers. So
Every time.
I'm gonna just roll with what's been working. I'm gonna say the Seahawks gonna win 38-34.
Damn. I don't think it's gonna be that high. I think it'll be like 20,
Ooh,
20 24, 21 kind of game.
I wouldn't
But
be
yeah,
surprised.
Last time y'all played, what was the score? 30.
I know it's always a high
37,
scoring game.
31.
It's
Yeah.
always a high scoring game. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
We
just
put up
rolling with it.
50, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see. I'm gonna definitely be probably talking some shit because I'll be up doing this,
Yeah.
editing this down. What's the name? So, but man, as always, I appreciate y'all, everybody, for checking it out. All of the comments, even the dumb junk that people be saying. One of these days,
Invite one of
you
them.
just, well, I already got somebody. I was supposed to invite him 2 podcasts ago. I
Yeah.
just ain't found a way to really incorporate a guest into it. You feel me? Like a fan. So I'm trying to figure that out. But but yeah, man. But anyway, y'all need to stop leaving me hanging, bruh, to respond to these dumbass comments. Y'all need to stop. They be talking about y'all, not me. My takes be
We
good.
don't care about the noise. That's why.
I'm not Kevin Durant.
I don't care about the noise.
I'm KD. Hey, but listen, man, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I'm your host, Juice. I got my bros G and Keith, man. Until next time.